My name is Dr. Bertram Gordon Paul. I am the Executive Manager of St. Vincent de Paul Society in South Sudan, here based in Juba. In St. Vincent, we are running multiple programs that come under three categories. Number one is vocational training, which we run in this particular center. And in vocational training center, we are holding 6 trades in which we train 360 per session. And the one which is ongoing now in the center is the 5th session of the training. So we have already graduated 4 sessions, and this is now the batch number 5 that is attending training in electricity, in carpentry, in masonry, that is building and construction, in ITC, that's computer skills and technology, and then in tailoring, mainly women, and then the auto mechanic, that's the machines repairs. These are the basic mainstream 6 disciplines in which we are training 360 students at the moment. So this is number 1 category. Number 2 category of our programs here in South Sudan is self-funding programs, because we saw into it that these programs have to be sustained for the longer periods, and sustainability won't come unless we are able to generate self-funds to inject it back into the program so that we guarantee the continuity and the sustainability of this project. And to be brief, one of the fundraising programs that we started with a generous donation from the state of Geneva is egg production. And now we are producing around 20 to 30 crates of eggs per day in the flock of the poultry that we are having currently in this center. One of the future planned fundraising projects is implementation of agricultural production scheme, and we have already secured the land for it, around 300 acres in a distance of around 35 kilometers from here, and it locates northwest of Juba. We got the tractor now donated through a co-financing arrangement between MIVA and proSudan. Tractor has already arrived in Juba, and it will start its agricultural operation in a week's time or so. We will use this tractor here in Lologgo in small-scale farming activities, mainly in vegetables production. We will use this tractor again in the large scheme and large-scale farming and agricultural production in our new land in a place called Najwa, that is about 35 kilometers from here. In that area, we are intending to invest in agricultural production and to implement a food security project supported by Caritas Girat, and we would use this machine in that project. We will also use this tractor in the production of fodder crop and forages for animal production investment project that is also supported by Caritas Girat. The other area where we would intend to use this tractor is in herbal medicine project, and all the activities, farming and cultivation activities related to that life-saving project of herbal medicine also would benefit from the presence of this machine. One of the areas also that we would use this tractor is that we would use it in investing in earning some funds, raising and generating some funds for the support of our vocational training project and some of the other projects of St. Vincent in Sudan. The other fundraising expectation that we usually base a lot of hopes on is the bricks machine that has arrived yesterday. We downloaded it in the center here. This brick machine would help us train our students in construction and building, and in the same time it would aid us produce hundreds and thousands of bricks that we would need for our future construction of premises, especially in the herbal medicine project, and possibly in some of the activities like schools, like a dormitory that we have already put forward as a plan, and some other construction activities like a staff house. Now when we get the staff visiting, we don't really provide them with the accommodation due to the lack of resources, but with the presence of this bricks machine now, we can be able confidently to construct a staff house, and even our own office. We are operating as an administration now within the premises that have been allocated for vocational training. So this is one of the future expectations for having more funds through this bricks machine that would be a multiple usage of this important machinery. We will use it in training of the students. We will use it in producing bricks for our own premises, and then again use it in producing bricks that will be sold for fundraising objective. Now, the other aspect of our programs in South Sudan is the community-based help that we do to the communities that are really vulnerable, that are in need. One of these programs is herbal medicine. Herbal medicine project is one of the hugest programs that we have initiated. It will start eventually as long as we put everything together. One of the main challenges now is having the well constructed to start pouring out the water for agricultural and planting purposes. So with the well in place, we will eventually start this herbal medicine project. The aim of this vital project is to take part in solving very drastic health issues in this new country. We are having a lot of diseases, and in the same time we are having the potential in terms of the indigenous plants that grow in the forests of the country. So these plants that we would produce from this project of herbal medicine would be converted into medicines, and there is a long-term plan of establishing and constructing a laboratory in which we would convert these herbs into medicine that could be used in curing hundreds of diseases that have already been mapped, like malaria, diarrhea, abdominal kind of problems, all range of diseases that are affecting the vast majority of the population in this country would be cured through these plants when they are converted into medicine. Of course, there is a rich information about the traditional medicine already existing in the country, but we want to make it more scientific. And using the recommendations of the World Health Organization and some other experts that visited the country and they mapped all these plants, we can confidently say now the future would really be very bright to have these plants incorporated into the health system of the country. The objective of this program is really multiple. Number one, we will serve and help the local and indigenous people through the availability of the drugs and the medicines that they need. And in the same time, we would be able to get some funding from it to put back into this program, or even help support some other programs that we are running. One of our community-based also activities is the baby feeding program, in which around 520 babies who came here to be malnourished now can have a decent meal per day. We are incorporating some dietary, nutritive food stuff into their diet, and based on the follow-up that we do and the weighing activity that takes place frequently from time to time, have shown clearly that these babies benefited a lot from this program. Of course, the background here is so poor, And when we made the first survey, we realized that some of the children may just sleep with one meal per day. And some would even struggle to have that one meal. So by introducing this program now with a generous donation from Caritas Graz, we are now able to feed 520 babies around the area, and also small children who comes to school here from very poor families, they can also benefit to some extent from this program. One of the other community-supported programs that we are running in this center is that we train people in adult education. Most of the background here is so primitive, so people haven't gone to school. We are running classes for adult education. We are making health awareness classes here in the evenings to train some people in the area how to deal with the diseases such as AIDS, HIV, AIDS, and some sexually transmitted diseases, and some of the other basic diseases, how to deal with them. So we are giving first aid also courses to a number of people, and they have been attending effectively, and some of them have graduated successfully and being awarded certificates. The other community support activity that we are running here is what we call small households business for ladies. As you know, in Africa, the economy of the family relies largely on women. And if women are weak and they cannot contribute effectively into the welfare of the family, then the family would be terribly vulnerable and very weak. We have realized this fact and tried to find some solutions. So we suggested a program in which we will train around 60 ladies in the area here and the vicinity of the center in vegetables growing, production of compost as a natural fertilizer, and then engage in planting and rearing of the chickens. So they will use the feed from the chicken, convert it into manure, use it in their backyards to grow some vegetables that they sell in the market, and can be able to have some income from that. The other community-based support that we are doing is running an informal small school here in the center. This school started also in 2009, and now it has progressed, and I think we are having 6 classes now. It's one of the programs that we really want to push through, because we realize that the brighter future relies in having the younger generations coming to schools, because the healthier nation would always be the nations that have realized perfectly the education as the tool for the development and achievement of any progress in life.
3/4. Let us read. 3/4.
3/4.
3/4.
3/4.